In a faraway land where rivers sparkled like jewels and mountains guarded the skies, there lived a humble farmer named Arion. Strong of heart and pure in soul, Arion worked his fields with love and respect for nature. He sang to his oxen, planted each seed with care, and never took more than he needed. In the royal palace, however, sat King Vardan, a ruler swollen with pride. He taxed his people harshly and demanded offerings of gold and grain. While Arion's land bloomed with love, Vardan's palace echoed with fear. One day, Vardan declared he would seize the best lands in the kingdom. "Even the farmer's greenest soil shall serve me," he thundered. But he did not know that in taking from the humble, he would awaken a lion's courage. A dust trail curled through the sky as a royal messenger rode into Arion's peaceful fields. He held a scroll, royal and cruel. By the order of King Vardan, he read, "Your land now belongs to the crown." Arion clenched his fists, but kept calm. "This land grew under my sweat," he replied, "and it will not be stolen by ink and pride." The messenger scoffed and rode away, laughing. That night, Arion sat beneath a banyan tree and thought long. He was no soldier, no nobleman, just a man of the soil. But even the smallest seed holds a forest within. And Arion knew, true courage is not born from swords, but from standing for what is right. King Vardan paraded through the villages, seated atop a jeweled elephant, soaking in false praise. Soldiers shouted for the people to kneel, but their eyes held only sorrow. "Where is the farmer who dares defy me?" Vardan roared, "Bring him to me in chains." But whispers had begun among the trees and huts. "Arion is brave," they said. "Arion speaks truth." The king's power shook, not from armies, but from the unity of simple hearts. Pride had made him blind. He didn't see the storm building, not of swords but of spirit. Even thunder begins with a whisper. And this whisper was rising like a tide. Beneath the ancient banyan, villagers gathered. Old and young, rich and poor. They came with questions, and Arion gave them truth. "A king should serve," he said, "not steal. A crown has weight, not shine." The owl Jiva, wise and silent, nodded from above. "The king fears unity," Arion added, "so let us stand together." The crowd murmured with rising hope. Fear began to melt into courage. For years, they had whispered their pain. Now they spoke aloud. The first voice was Arion's. But now, many echoed. The roots of justice had begun to grow. In the cold marble halls of the palace, King Vardan raged like a wild storm. His fists slammed into the arms of his throne. "How can a mere farmer stir rebellion?" he shouted. His general knelt, trembling. "Sire, the people are gathering. Even your guards are listening to him." The king's eyes widened, his pride now cracked. "Fools," he barked. "I'll show them who rules." But fear had entered his golden hall, and no treasure could silence it. He had ruled with cruelty, but now faced truth. And truth, unlike fear, never fades in the dark. Dust swirled again, this time with soldiers marching. But Arion stood tall, a plow in one hand, truth in the other. "You will not take my land," he said, calm and strong. Behind him stood dozens, women with baskets, children with hope, men with sickles not swords. The captain of the guard halted. "We are not here to fight the people," he said. The king had ordered them, but hearts do not obey crowns, they obey truth. One by one, the soldiers lowered their weapons. And Arion knew, he had not won with war. He had won with courage. Silence gripped the palace. Vardan sat alone, the throne now a cold prison. Outside, the swan Nimba floated across the royal pond, undisturbed. He watched birds fly where his soldiers once marched. "They have chosen a farmer over a king," he whispered. But even he knew, they had chosen honesty over tyranny. Pride had brought him to this silence. The throne could not command love. And in that stillness, even the cruel king saw, true power is not taken. It is given by the people. The sun rose again, golden as ever, shining on Arian's fields. Children laughed as they ran through crops, and elders shared stories of bravery and truth. Arian plowed with peace in his heart, not as a hero, but as a humble man. The dove Maya flew above, carrying a leaf of peace, circling the skies that now belonged to the people. There was no crown on Arian's head, only dust, sweat, and honor. His land remained his. But more than that, he had planted seeds of justice that would bloom for generations. For he had shown all that lion-hearted courage lies in standing tall for what is right. Glowing star moral of the story: even the most powerful king cannot defeat a man who stands with truth. True courage is not in swords or crowns, but in standing for justice when no one else dares. Pride will fall, but honesty will rise like the morning sun.